we're getting the first real snowfall this year. I'll show you what it looks like in the morning. It's 6:30 in the morning, and it looks like a winter wonderland out here. Isn't that pretty? Anyways, I'm off on my bus run. See you in a bit. Good morning, and welcome to the Hollabbey Homestead. I've had quite the morning. My bus, not this bus, had problems, so the mechanic had to bring me this bus and do a switch. So I was late on my run. While I was waiting, I already let the chickens out, but I didn't have time to feed them, which I'm going to do now. And then I was going to show you the winter wonderland that is upon us. And also talk about getting ready for winter. Are we ready for winter? And that's kind of going to be the main topic. But first, I'm going to feed and water the chickens. So here we go. Kind of sounds like Nova tested out the electric fence, so we know that works. So there's a wire around here on the bottom, and it's live all the time, so we don't have to unhook it. We just have to make sure that we don't step on it. Okay, now let's have the roosters. Okay, everybody's fed. So now let's talk about preparing for winter, and the real burning question is, are we prepared for winter? So here we go. So as you've probably seen in one of our last or recent videos, the chickens were in the garden, and on the weekend we moved them to the coop that you've just seen just now. So I will show you that clip right here. Wasn't the March of the Chickens cute? So that was step one. We had to move the chickens out of their electric netting and out of the garden because we knew snow was coming, which we got quite a good dumping of snow. So we moved them to their winter coop, and they're quite happy in there. And I'll show you in detail a little bit more about that coop and talk more about that coop later on in the video. Step two, the greenhouse is packed up for the winter. So we got the shade cloth off and it's folded up inside. We got the door closed, the windows shut, and we got stuff packed up in there, and I'll show you quickly what's going on in there. It's actually like nice and warm in here, which I guess is the whole point of a greenhouse, but it's dry, it's warm. We've got all the, oh, that was just snow falling down. I thought there was a creature in here. So we got a lot of the pots and stuff all sorted and packed up, and that's just ice coming off the top of the greenhouse. We got the shade cloth over there folded up. Everything's packed up tight in here, and everything's good for the winter. So that was step two. As a side note, we still have to put a tarp on the trailer, which we probably will soon in the next couple of days. And the roosters are gonna stay where they are for this year, but we're gonna set up something better for them next summer. I'm gonna put some straw in the bottom of their pen here, just to keep it a little bit drier, a little bit nicer for their feet. But that chicken house, which is an old ice hut, is insulated, so it's actually quite warm in there and quite nice. So the roosters are just fine. They're spoiled. They're more spoiled than most roosters, so they're happy roosters. Right, Gerald? They went in their house because they don't want to show themselves. Anyways. Step three. This is the winter coop. We still need to add the sections up here, but their wings are clipped, so it's not going to be a problem. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this coop is live 24/7. We don't need to shut it off. We just need to step over this line underneath the door to go in there. So we have a line down here, and we have a line here. And it's mainly to keep predators from messing with it. I don't think they will because it's so close to the house, but you never know. We've got straw in the run part, so it'll keep their feet nice and dry and they'll be happy. And this is just more so to contain them because that electric netting that we were using isn't going to really work in deep snow. So anyways, I'll take you around. I'll show you what it looks like out back. This is what it looks like at the back. This is the house that was in the garden. We've just got it up on blocks just so it's maybe a little warmer. I don't know why we got it on blocks. Just so it's easier to keep clear, I guess. Hold on a second. Nova, come here. Nova. Anyways, my snow dogs love snow. It's in their breed, and she's running all over the place and going nuts. So anyways, there's two lines. There's one down here. I don't know if you can see it. There's one up here, and like I said, they're live all the time. And this house was just pushed up against the run, and there's a little door that he added over there, that Dave added, so they can come in and out. And so the plan is, this is our modular chicken coop, so in the summertime, or in the spring I should say, this house can be removed again from the run and used with electric netting. And so it kind of takes out our need for a full-on winter coop that's, sits empty for half the year. We can also move the run part. It's quite easy to move, but we will probably keep it there unless you really need it. And we can use it for young chickens, a sick chicken, whatever. It's still quite usable all year round. So the question of, are the chickens ready for winter? Yes, they definitely are. They seem very happy here. I like it that they're closer to the house because at least I can keep an eye on them and at least hear if something's going on. And like I said, it's totally live, two lines all the time, so nothing's gonna mess with it. And like what happened at the beginning of the video when Nova tested it. I don't need to test it because I know it's live. So that's our winter modular chicken coop. Step number 4. The plow is on the side-by-side, so we're ready for action. It doesn't take that long to put the plow on, to be honest, but you know, it's worse to do it when you're like in a rush trying to get stuff plowed. So we just put that on the weekend. So the side-by-side is ready to plow some snow. I just thought that I would talk very briefly about how we're heating our house, which is not a very traditional way of heating the house. We do not have a wood stove, maybe one day, but we don't have one right now. We have this handy dandy thing that, I don't know if you can see me pointing at it, it looks like an air conditioner. It's actually a heat pump. It is an air conditioner too. So this heat pump, we've had it on for about a month now, and it's good till -12. And then after that, our propane furnace will kick on. So we'll probably get to December, maybe the beginning of January, without turning on the propane, with just that. So if you're wondering how efficient something like that is, so yes, it is electric, so it does cost you hydro, obviously. But so for every $4 that you would spend on propane, you use $1 worth of hydro. So those savings add up. Yes, you're still using hydro and you're still paying a bill, but our house is so old and big and drafty that, like, I don't think it could really be fully off-grid anyways, so hydro is just kind of a necessity to us. But obviously maybe a generator in the future would be wise, because we do get really long power outages. So that's how we're heating our house, and it's been fired up for, like I said, about a month and a half, and it works really well. So highly recommend getting a heat pump. We also got the snowmobile up on the trailer so that it doesn't freeze to the ground. And so we just put it up here just so it's protected, it's not frozen to the ground. And when we get more snow, we can just drive it off the trailer and have some fun with that. The snowmobile is really handy for keeping our walking trails around the woods clear. But, you know, it's also a heck of a lot of fun to just mess around with and, you know, drive it at dangerously high speeds as well. So, snowmobile set, we fired it up. And actually, speaking of firing it up, I'm going to show you that clip right here. You realize it's not winter yet, right?
It sure isn't.
It's not winter.
I wanted to get it out of hibernation. We're supposed to get snow later today.
Well, as you can see, we got quite a bit of snow, but the sun is out. It's getting kind of warm, so it'll probably melt off. But this morning it was a bit of a shock to head outside and see how much snow actually stayed overnight. And yeah, so I'd say sorry, the dogs are just playing. I would say that we're pretty ready for winter. You know, there's still some things to cover up, like the trailer. We need to cover the tractor. You know, some other things, little things around here. But overall, the chickens are ready. The greenhouse is ready. We've got the plow. And, you know, so kind of the big things are kind of taken care of at this point. So anyways, that is how ready we are for winter. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. One of our neighbors was over here on the weekend, and he helped us test out the electric fence by grabbing it, so I'll show you that as a bit of a blooper at the end of this video. Okay, so our neighbor just came over and he's gonna test out our fence for us.
Oh! Yeah, baby! Fired up! Let's go, I need a beer. It's not that bad,
okay.
eh? 5,000 bulbs, it sounds a lot, but it's not that bad.